Welcome to ParentShift, Episode 8, with your Parent Shifters, Linda and Ty Hatfield, Parenting from the Heart. Hi, welcome back. Today's concept, we're going to talk about a way to deeply connect with your child. And that's important because the higher quality that you have with your child, the relationship you have with your child, will give you more cooperation and more harmony in the home. Who doesn't want that, right?
Right.
And this concept came from Dorothy Briggs, who wrote a famous book called
Your Child's Self-Esteem, which is one of my most favorite books of all time. I've read it multiple times.
Yeah, we highly recommend it right after you read ParentShift, 10 Universal Truths that will change the way you raise your kids.
Written by Ty and Linda Hatfield and Wendy Thomas Russell.
Our plug for the day. And so Dorothy Briggs came up with a concept that we now call genuine endearing moments. And Linda's going to talk about GEMS, or genuine endearing moments.
Yes, GEMS is the acronym for genuine endearing moments, and it's an opportunity to really deeply connect with your children in a very authentic way. So when we find opportunities during the day to connect with our child, first we want to get on the level of our child. We want to meet them where they are. We want to create rapport with them, and we want to seem like we're friendly. So we want to get on their level.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Also, the little ones or even teenagers are on the floor a lot, and we recommend that you get on the floor a lot. Meet them where they're at. And it could be a teenager on their bed or the couch. Meet them where they're at. Or if they're a lot taller than you, then get a step stool and get them eye to eye.
Right, like our kids. They're taller than me.
If they're super tall, get on top of the refrigerator and meet them eye to eye. Whatever you got to do.
Okay, and then number two, or the second thing to do is to make eye contact, loving eye contact. We want to face our children so that we're eye to eye, heart to heart, skin to skin. And that way our children know that they have our attention, and we want to see the loving essence. We want to see who they are inside themselves. The little baby you brought home from the hospital, or perhaps you adopted your child, or you're fostering children. And yes, our children are growing and changing outwardly every day. We have 3 adult children now. However, when I'm having genuine endearing moments or gems with our children, I look into their eyes to see the essence of who they were. And a lot of times I even imagine them coming down the stairs with their baby blankets, or their little stuffed animals, or their crazy curly hair, things like that, to bring me back to that moment, because that never changes. Next, we want to lovingly touch our child, perhaps rub the small of the back, put your arm around them, skin to skin contact. And then we want to be present. And being present can be one of the hardest steps, because a lot of times we're not present and we're thinking about what I'm going to be making for dinner, or errands I need to run, or things I need to do. And we can't fake the step. Kids know when we're not present with them. They're very sensitive to that. So one way to help yourself become present is to tell yourself, I'm not present right now.
Oh, I'm not present right now. No, put that phone down.
Take a pause, and when you become present, then you can come back and really deeply connect with your child until your brain starts to float off again, which is natural. That happens to all of us. The next step is to do heart-centered listening, to listen with the ears of your heart. We're not here to fix or solve anything for a child. Our child just wants us to listen, and whoever's doing the talking has the power. So we really want to just zip it up, be quiet, and listen to what our child has to say, or whatever it is they want to share. And if you really want to talk, wait till there's a pause when your child finishes with their thoughts or sharing. And then we want to ask a heart-to-heart question, not a head-to-head question. So maybe your child found a cool-looking worm in the backyard and they're trying to share this worm with you. We don't want to say, oh, how do you spell worm? Or let's look this up on the computer and find out what kind it is. No, we just want to say, wow, where'd you find it? And if you could keep it somewhere, where would you keep it? And maybe what would you name it? Or what do you like best about Why is it so interesting to you? Things that connect you, and that you can feel what your child is feeling as if it was happening to you, and to be excited about it.
Even though you might hate worms, right? But your child's so excited. You join in that.
Yes, you join them in their world. And so, gems can last for 20 seconds or longer. They actually cover all the emotional needs that we've been covering in our ParentShift show. They create authentic connection. Children who have lots of gems in their lives feel loved, valued, special, important. They feel heard. They feel acknowledged. They have higher self-esteem. And that kids don't always have to create moments for these gems to occur. You can create the moments as well, especially if you need to make a phone call, or you're going out for the evening, or you have work to do. You can create a gem moment with your child, like reading a book to them, or maybe you're in the garden and you see a flower and you call them out, or you're walking on the beach and you see a cool seashell. So there's lots of opportunities to create gems with our kids, and we can have them over happy times, that we can also have them over negative times or sad times. Even if our child's having a temper tantrum, if you're doing all those steps, you are having a gem with them. You can even do it right now during quarantine while they're doing their schoolwork. If you're helping them with their schoolwork and you're doing all those steps, then you are having a genuine, endearing moment with your child.
Oh, and this is so good. It really alleviates a lot of stress in the home when you're really connecting with them. Mm-hmm. Can I just ask you to talk about when a child says, "Mom, will you play with me?" Mm-hmm. And the typical response is, "In a minute."
Yes, in a minute.
In a minute. In a minute.
In a minute. In
and
a minute.
Oftentimes that minute never comes.
Never comes. So we like to say for a minute. I'll play with you for a minute. And many times when we start playing with our children and we're thinking for a minute, we actually end up playing longer. Kind of reminds me of like going to the gym, or if you run, you think, oh, I don't want to run today, but I'll run for a minute. And then once you get started, you find that that's a fun activity, or whoever you're doing the activity with is very important to you. And so you stay there for longer than a minute. So it's just a great practice in our lives. And if you can't stay for more than a minute, that's okay too. But usually when we teach this concept in our classes, people say that they find themselves playing a game with their child, or blocks, or reading a book, or whatever the activity is. They find that what they were doing before that wasn't really that important.
No. Emails and work and all that stuff, and then just joining with them for a few minutes is high quality time, which will get you more cooperation or harmony
in the home. Exactly, because you're deepening in that relationship.
Otherwise, they will find other ways, maybe negative ways, to get your attention. So we want to focus on positive quality attention. So the quarantine tip for today is to have 3 aware gems, genuine, endearing moments with each of your children today and tomorrow and the next day. And we know that you're naturally having these already. It's just bumping it up a little bit more with awareness that, I'm having these gems. Here's these points that they brought up, getting down on their level, seeing the loving essence, being totally present, feeling what they're feeling, and then you really connect heart to heart. And boy, a lot of good things will come from that. We promise. Next thing we're going to talk about is a quote, our quote for each of our shows, and Linda has picked out one. And I love this quote by Patricia Clafford, and it really is a beautiful quote. It really works well with the idea of genuine, endearing moments, or gems. So she says, "The work will wait while you show your child the rainbow, but the rainbow will not wait while you do the work." So our children are growing every day, and the 18 years goes by very quickly. You look back and think, where did the time go? And I think it's really a wonderful feeling to think that you had genuine, endearing moments with your children. They know what they are. They remember them with you. You remember them with them, and you can just hold that dear to your heart. And not that we can't still have genuine, endearing moments with our adult children. We do. But it's just so sweet and memorable to remember
them, when they're younger too.
Yeah.
The time just flies.
Yeah, that's a good point about it's a rainbow that will last for a brief second and then it's gone.
Yes,
A few minutes.
it's gone.
So seize the day.
Mm-hmm.
Our book is ParentShift. We already talked about that, but if you get it from our website, parentingfromtheheart.com, you will get an audio of a parent power struggles workshop that we did a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Power struggles to authentic cooperation. So you get that free with the purchase. And then we've also created Quarantined with Kids, how to help yourself during this crazy time, besides gems. And upcoming course is in October. That's on our website also. If you'd like to sign up, we will definitely have it. Proper spacing and hygiene and all that stuff.
And also, we'll be going live again.
Next Wednesday.
Are we doing live next
Yeah.
Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so next Wednesday we'll be live 3 o'clock California time, Pacific Standard Time.
June 3rd, I think it is, yes.
Okay, answering your parenting questions. So if you want to ask us anything, please join us. We're open to any kind of sharing you might have or parenting questions you might have.
Yep, or we'll just talk.
We'll talk about that.
And finally,
we send you off on your parenting journey with love, and we do so from the bottom of our hearts. See you next time.
Bye, guys.